Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Jordan, and today I'm going to be talking about the Grinch that stole my Christmas. So if you guys do not know, Christmas is my favorite holiday. So this year I decided to do 12 days of Christmas instead of Vlogmas because I can't post a video every day. It's just not feasible for me. I can't do it for the whole month of December. Well, the 25 days leading up to Christmas, but I can do 12 days of Christmas. I feel like that's something that I can do that's more manageable for me. But I know you guys do not care about that. You're here to hear this story time about the Grinch who stole my Christmas. I have on a Grinch sweater. So without further ado, if you would like to hear about the Grinch who stole my Christmas, then just keep on watching. So I'm going to set the tone for you guys. It is 2016. I am a senior in college. I was working at Macy's and I was working at Amazon. So I worked at Amazon at night. I was working 12 hours a day. Well, 12 hours a night. And then I would come into Macy's for like 5 or 6 hours and I would work in their cosmetic and fragrance section. Because, you know, I know how to beat a face or whatever. And I know how to sell some perfume. So, now you know where I worked. You know that I am pretty much tired and worn down. Because I have worked, maybe 17-hour days for the whole month of December, mind you. So, it is December 23rd. Because Christmas was on a Sunday that year. So it is December 23rd. It is a Friday. And I decide that I want to get my mom her Christmas gifts. So I work at the mall. At that mall, they have everything. Alex and Ani's store, Pandora, Apple store. They have everything. So on my break, I decide to go and buy my mom some Christmas presents. I buy her an Apple Watch wristband. I buy her a few Alex and Ani bracelets because we love them. And I buy her some charms for her Pandora bracelet, okay? So those are the Christmas gifts that I decided to bring my mom. So by the time I had finished Christmas shopping, I didn't have time to go to my car. And I had to bring my stuff back with me. Now at Macy's, we didn't have a locker. So I had my big Longchamp bag. I have a big Longchamp bag, the one with the extendable zipper. I always carry that bag no matter when I go to the airport. It's my school book bag. It's just my everyday everything bag. So I love that bag because I can fit a lot of items in it and I can zip it up. But unfortunately, all of my Christmas presents didn't fit in the bag. So I decided to put the Apple wristband, the Alex and Ani charm, the Alex and Ani bracelets, and my Pandora charms in my bag. And so I go to work. I put my bag up under the register in the fragrance section. Cool, dandy. It is 30 minutes before it's time for me to leave work. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead, chill, relax. It's almost time for me to go. My supervisor asked me, she's like, Jordan, I know you always stay late when you can. Somebody called out, is it possible that you can stay late? I was like, okay, cool, fine. Then she asked me to move to Junior's. Mind you, Junior's doesn't have any room for your bag underneath the register. So I decide to bring my stuff with me because I was only going to work 20 minutes in Junior's. And I throw my big brown North Face coat over my Longchamp bag so you couldn't see anything on my presents anyway. So I'm ringing people up. I'm doing whatever. And then my manager asked me, she's like, Jordan, can you go and clean up the fitting rooms? I was like, oh, okay, no problem. Now at this part, I know I effed up.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
This is my bad, my mistake, and it is totally my fault why the Grinch stole my Christmas. I know this. You guys don't have to tell me this in the comments. I realize that this is my fault. One, I either should have put the Christmas presents in my car, or two, I should have left my bag underneath fragrance. So I, like a dummy, decide to leave my stuff out because I knew it was a cashier here and my manager was right here. I verbatimly tell my manager, do not leave behind of the register because my bag and Christmas presents and money is in here, okay? I tell my manager, do not leave the register because my bag, my Christmas presents, and my money is right in the bag. Do you know what she tells me? She says, okay, I'm not going to leave the register. So I go clean the fitting rooms. I'm like, I'm ready to go. This is my first Friday off. It is 7:30. So I was stressed out. I had a long day. I had just worked a 12-hour shift that night before, but I wasn't tired because I only get like 4 hours of sleep anyway. So I don't require a lot of sleep. I just don't. I don't sleep at night. I have a problem. I know. But anyway, so I'm like, I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's. I'm gonna get me some wine and I'm gonna head home. So while I was at Trader Joe's and I was going through my bag, I noticed that my Pandora bag was missing. You guys, I am pissed off because I purchased my mom 3 charms from Pandora, and not the cheap little charms either. You all know that Pandora is hella expensive. So I drive back to the mall and back to Macy's, and I'm like looking through my stuff. So then I go to junior section. I'm like looking, and so I call security. So security tells me that they're gonna go look through the footage and they'll let me know if they can find whoever stole it or whatever, or maybe somebody accidentally grabbed it. So by then I'm just like super upset. I'm pissed off. I told them, I was like, well, if you guys can't find out who did it by tomorrow, I'm gonna file a police report. Saturday, Christmas Eve comes around, and the first thing I do is I go to loss prevention because they're supposed to be the best loss prevention on the East Coast, which is full of you know what. So they said that they looked through the footage and they couldn't see who had took the bag because there was so many people behind the cash wrap. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm calling the police. So I called the police and I filed a police report because the charms that I had purchased was close to $200 for my mom. And I was pissed off. Like, I always make sure that my mom has like great Christmas, birthdays, and everything because like I love my mom. So I always want to give her the best presents, and that's all she wanted. And it wasn't that much. I called the police and filed a police report, and then my manager is like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry to hear that somebody stole your items. I told her, y'all, I got a little turned up. I'm not gonna lie, I was pissed off. And I was like, not this calm, I promise you. I was like, I told you not to leave the register and you left the register. And she was like, well, I'm sorry, I had things I had to do. I said, it's your fault. I was pissed off. I was like, it's your fault that my items got stolen. I personally think that she stole them, to be honest, because there's no excuse why they would not let me see the footage and why they couldn't do anything. So anyway, I told her, I said, it's your fault. I said, I was being nice and I decided to stay late and help you out. I moved to Junior's to help you out. This wasn't anything to do with me. I was trying to be nice for you. I could have left on time. And anyway, so I spoke to the store manager. She acted like she couldn't do anything, which I was not pleasant to the store manager at all. And then they were just trying to feed me some BS. They're like, oh, well, they're just things. You can buy some more. I said, first of all, y'all don't pay me enough money to work here. These items I purchased with the check from my other job. I was like, the things, they weren't even worth what I make here in a week. So you're talking about they're just things, but you You're talking about their just things, but you wouldn't even offer me a refund. Be like, oh, well, here's $25 to go to your items or whatever. Which, that's not their responsibility. I realize that is my fault. But how they handled the situation was also disrespectful, because I was being nice to you all. But they never had to worry about that ever again. So they told me to call corporate. So I called corporate. Mind you, it took me forever to get in contact with corporate. And pretty much corporate, they were just like, well, it's your fault. So it's not, I don't know, what do you want for us to do? I can't tell you anything. So I was like, okay, I see how y'all are. Pretty much after that, I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to help y'all out. I'm going to do the bare minimum. I'm going to disappear. I'm going to do whatever I want when I want. And I did. And eventually, I just stopped showing up because I was like, forget y'all. Y'all don't know how to treat people. And to this day, I will not shop at Macy's because they don't know how to treat people. And they don't value their workers. So why would I even spend my hard-earned money there? And so this was the story time about the Grinch who stole my Christmas. Yes, I understand it is 100% my fault why my items were stolen, but I was just so pissed off. I have never experienced someone blatantly stealing something that I just brought. Anyway, I hope my thieving manager, because I feel like she stole it and that the store was trying to cover for her. I feel like my thieving manager enjoyed the Pandora charms. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I will be uploading 11 more videos for the month of December. Wish me luck. And yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me if something like this happened to you all. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.